So you know how some days I like to bring you guys really weird, broken stuff that I try and fix? Well, today is one of those days. I've got a big mouth Billy Bass. Now, if you're a kid of the 90s, you probably either love this thing or hate it, but I found it at a thrift store and they said it was broken. So for $5, I just couldn't resist. Now, what it says on the back is that it works, but you have to take the batteries out to turn it off. And here we go, on. Definitely works. And these things are loud. Yeah, you can see with it off, it doesn't actually turn off. Oh, did it turn off?
Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it. Don't worry.
So the note on the back is definitely true. You do have to take the batteries out to get it to turn off. I think you know what time it is. Let's take it apart. I don't know about you, but I've never seen the inside of a big mouth Billy Bass, so I'm pretty excited to see what this thing looks like. Man, I love these old toys. They're so easy to take apart. Is there anything connected? Yeah, we got some wires, but that's all right. Okay, so we've got a motor here, little circuit board over here. We've got our switch over here, batteries. We've got an AC adapter over here, speaker over here, and then of course our sensor so it knows when to turn on. Now, given the age of this type of device, first things I'm gonna suspect are things like the wear items. So this switch I'm thinking could be a problem, although it does, when it's off, it does stay off, and then when you turn it on, it doesn't go back off. So I think it's probably not this one, but it could be. So I'm wondering about maybe this switch right here. This is the red switch on the front. When you press it, then it should come on. Possibly even this, I don't actually know, but when somebody passes by, it does turn on. So could be that. I doubt it's anything in the circuit board, but I will take this off so we can take a look at it, and I'm actually gonna do that next. And here we go. There's a chip up in there. That's probably the chip that tells all this stuff what to do. Don't see any bulged out capacitors or any burn marks, which I wouldn't expect. So like I said, I don't think it's anything to do with this circuit board. So this will be sort of a last resort thing we'll check. So one of the easiest ways I can think of to check a switch like this, it's a simple on-off switch basically. So when you press the button, these two wires should have 0 resistance. Got my meter on ohms, that checks resistance. So we have a large amount of resistance right now. When I press the button, there should be a small amount of resistance. And there's less resistance. 620, 630 to 400 ohms. So I don't think that switch is the problem. I would expect very low resistance, which would mean that the circuit was staying on. And it is switching from high resistance to lower resistance, so I expect that switch is working normally. Now, that being said, it does seem like 350 ohms is quite a bit, but so I may take that off and clean it, but for now, let's move on to a different one. Let's take a look at this main switch right here. Now this first blue wire goes between this pin and this pin, they're bridged together, and the second blue wire goes between this pin and this pin. So what I would expect is when the circuit is turned on, these are connected, as in there's very little resistance. When it's turned off, these have very high resistance. Okay, so we've got 600 kiloohms. And 0.5 ohms. That's what I would expect. Let me turn it back off. So that actually also seems to be working normally. So both of those switches seem to be working fine. Now let's check the motion sensor. Now this sensor, I don't actually know for sure what this sensor is or for sure how it works. But let's check it out. We've got 168 kiloohms. When I put my finger over it, it changes to 5.3 mega ohms, which is obviously quite a bit of difference. So it seems like that sensor probably is working normally, though I can't say for sure, as like I said, I don't actually know for sure how this one works. So I don't know for sure, but I think I might have figured out the problem. I think the problem is that there's not actually a problem. With that on-off switch in the back turned off, the sensor doesn't work. But if you press the button, the fish still does sing. And then after the song's over, it stops and the sensor doesn't work. So I think the on-off button on the back might be just to control this sensor. So maybe you can tell me in the comments if that's normal or if there's actually some sort of problem on this fish. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.